Imagine this. Rick Lagina, known for his careful, methodical approach, finally decides to take a major risk. He brings in Parker Schnabel's massive excavation equipment and turns it loose on the mysterious depths of Oak Island. Almost immediately, the machines uncover more than anyone expected. Not just old timber, but enormous wooden beams carved with strange markings, signs that suggest hidden tunnels, or perhaps a sealed vault. What follows is nothing short of astonishing. It has the potential to rewrite everything we thought we knew about the island. This could be the moment that finally awakens the legends buried beneath Oak Island. One by one, Parker's colossal machines roar into action. Flatbed trucks roll in, carrying bulldozers the size of small buildings. Towering drills twist into the ground like steel serpents, while long conveyor belts stretch across the site, ready to carry away dirt and stone and reveal secrets untouched for centuries. Rick watches intently, calm and focused, monitoring every detail. When the first drill bites into the earth, it feels as if the island itself trembles in response. The team looks on in awe, a mix of excitement and disbelief washing over them. These are people who once relied on hand tools, picks and shovels, now standing beside machines capable of digging 100 feet in the time it takes to brew a cup of coffee. Diesel smoke fills the air, but so does anticipation. As the engines thunder, the ground shudders, almost as if Oak Island senses that something monumental is about to be uncovered. The usual cautious drilling methods are replaced by these mechanical giants. What once took weeks to reach now happens in mere hours. A wide circular shaft opens, exposing soil layers that haven't seen daylight in centuries. Could this point to a Templar connection? Only scientific testing will reveal the truth. The first discoveries aren't gold. They're wooden beams, dark, splintered, and saturated with age. These aren't fallen trees. They're clearly cut and shaped by human hands. Some bear scratches and markings that feel intentional, almost like messages left behind. Rick studies one beam closely. It's solid, mysterious, and possibly part of a tunnel, a vault, or something even larger. The digging continues without pause. 70 feet, 90, 120. The soil changes from sand to clay, then gravel, and finally something far more compact. Suddenly, the excavation bucket rises again. More wood, but this time smoother, more refined, carefully worked. Water samples reveal traces of metals, not just iron or tin, but hints of gold and silver. Excitement ripples through the crew, like the thrill of finding a pirate coin buried in a swamp. Rick's brother smiles, and that excitement spreads quickly. Every bucket now feels significant. Every scoop could be the breakthrough they've chased for decades. At 150 feet, the machines meet resistance. Not enough to stop them, but enough to slow their progress. When the bucket rises, it carries a thick wooden beam, etched with deep grooves, symbols, letters, maybe even numbers. The team gathers in silence. This is no longer just excavation. This is discovery. Rick remains focused, unblinking, watching each movement as though the ground itself is sacred. At 170 feet, rusted metal bars emerge, clearly placed with intention. These aren't discarded tools or debris. They appear to be remnants of a container or cage, some stamped with faint markings. When laid out together, patterns begin to form, deliberate and purposeful. Then stone appears. Not loose rocks, but carefully cut blocks stacked together. A wall, possibly a chamber. The craftsmanship is precise, built to endure centuries, and it has. Hidden beneath layers of earth and time, preserved exactly as its builders intended. Someone constructed this. Someone made sure it would survive. For hundreds of years, it lay dormant beneath Oak Island, unseen and untouched. Now, with machines humming and hearts pounding, the island is finally giving up its secrets. Rick doesn't smile. He knows they're close, but the final answer is still just out of reach. The excavation pushes deeper. At 200 feet, larger buckets and stronger tools are brought in. The machines grow louder, the earth trembling beneath them like a giant stirring from sleep. Then it happens, a sound unlike anything before. Not a crash or a clatter, but a deep, hollow thud. Something massive, buried for centuries, has been struck. The bucket rises, carrying a flat, thick wooden panel, remarkably preserved. Could it be a door? A lid? Maybe the top of a vault? Rick steps forward, running his hand across carved grooves, scratches, and symbols. Quiet nods pass through the crew. Cameras are lowered into the shaft, and when the screen flickers to life, the image sends chills through everyone watching. Below lies a chamber. Stone walls, timbered ceilings, shapes that glint faintly in the low light. Boxes, chests, metal containers, worn by time, yet still intact. This isn't just treasure, it's history, deliberately preserved. The team moves carefully. Walls are braced, support beams installed, and cameras kept rolling. Every action is deliberate. This is about more than wealth. It's about legacy. The first chest is lifted. It's heavy, coated in rot and seaweed, but still locked. With a careful pry, the lid opens, revealing a cascade of coins, hundreds of them. Gold gleams. Silver shines. Real treasure, centuries old, chest after chest follows. Jewels, artifacts, scrolls. Even a leather map, faded but readable. Lines crisscross the island, symbols marking familiar locations and revealing new ones. This map isn't just a relic, it's a guide to even more hidden sites. The machines fire up once again, opening new shafts and exposing ancient tunnels. Oak Island begins to reveal itself piece by piece. Rick watches, his satisfaction barely contained. The mystery isn't over, but for the first time, the truth feels closer than ever. Bringing Parker's mega machinery to Oak Island wasn't just a bold decision, it turned legend into reality. This wasn't simply about uncovering treasure. It was proof that it had always been there, waiting for the right tools, the right people, and the right moment. Oak Island is no longer just a mystery. It has become a map, a code, a story written in wood, stone, and soil. Experts, historians, and scientists gather to witness what's unfolding. When excavation begins, it starts with a thunderous roar. Parker Schnabel's massive machines, giants built for Alaska's harsh terrain, chew, twist, and tear through the earth with relentless power. Mud flies, rocks crack. What was once a slow, careful dig transforms into a high-stakes clash of horsepower and ingenuity. Marty shouts over the noise, waving fresh readings. Alex studies glowing monitors. Terry points toward dark layers of buried timber. Every scoop holds the promise of centuries-old secrets. By midday, they've reached depths that once took weeks to achieve. At around 120 feet, the ground changes. Old wood appears. Unexpected metals. Shaped fragments unmistakably crafted by human hands. Sensors and cameras track every inch. Whatever lies below is significant. As the afternoon heat builds, the machines hit stubborn resistance. Not simple clay or stone, but something dense and unyielding. Rick leans forward, eyes locked on the screens. A chunk of ancient blackened wood rises from the depths, soaked in centuries of mystery. The team pushes deeper. The machines groan, but no one backs down. Then the breakthrough comes. A sharp crack. The ground shifts. Vibrations ripple through the site. Everything stops. This time, stone emerges. Clean cut, heavy, intentional. A wall, a vault, a structure built to endure. The tension is palpable. Every inch matters. One mistake could destroy decades of searching. Amid the intensity, coins begin to surface, gold and silver from the late 1600s. Real, historic, undeniable proof that Oak Island's legend was never just a story. The excitement is electric. It spreads from Rick to Gary and through the entire team. Rick steps back, letting the machines work, his heart pounding as the hammer grab plunges again. Wood, iron, chains, hooks. Each load brings something new. Then a small round object emerges, heavy and coated in grime. Rick wipes it clean. A stamp appears. A coin? A button. One of the first clear confirmations of secrets buried for centuries. Every find is catalogued, scanned, and photographed. These aren't just artifacts. They're pieces of truth finally speaking. The next day, the excavation resumes with renewed determination. Engines roar as the team digs deeper than ever before. The walls strain under pressure. Sensors flash warnings, but the operation continues. Then it happens. The moment every treasure hunter dreams of. The hammer grab stops cold. It's stuck. Slowly, the bucket rises. Inside is something extraordinary. A box. A slab etched with faded lines, carvings, and unfamiliar markings. Rick steps forward as the team gathers around. Cameras flash. Brushes sweep away centuries of dirt. A reinforced wooden panel emerges, bound with metal, scarred by burn marks and nails that don't fit any known timeline. They proceed with care. Every scoop now has the power to rewrite history. Sealed earth gives way to untouched layers. Handmade artifacts appear, preserved and waiting. Rick lifts one carefully, eyes wide. This isn't just treasure, it's a story. A revelation that could change everything. The machines never stop. Day and night, the team works in rotating shifts, eating and sleeping in trailers. This is no ordinary dig. It's a full-scale campaign against time itself. Coins bearing strange symbols. Wooden planks shaped into ramps. Ancient tools. Pieces of something far larger, expertly constructed. Together, these discoveries form a picture. A hidden, reinforced chamber, carefully trapped and buried for a reason. Rick Lagina, the face of Oak Island's legend, now armed with Parker Schnabel's massive gold mining machines, is rewriting the rules of treasure hunting. Gone are the days of slow, cautious digging. These mechanical giants slice through centuries of earth like paper. The swamp trembles. Dust fills the air. Legends seem to whisper through the trees. It's finally happening. One of the first targets is the money pit, the infamous, treacherous hole that swallowed tools, hope, and dreams for more than 200 years. With Parker's machines, the area clears rapidly. Layer after layer peels away, revealing depths that once took weeks to reach, now exposed in mere hours. Pauses for scans and testing are routine here, but now digital mapping has transformed guesswork into a visual treasure hunt. Then the ground begins to shift. Small sinkholes appear, normally a warning sign, a reason to stop. But not this time. These machines are built for the impossible. They stabilize the site, monitor every movement, and keep pushing forward. Still, Rick remains cautious. Oak Island is deceptive. The soil moves in unnatural ways, tugging at the machinery as if the earth itself were alive. Hours turn into days. Equipment is lost. Walls shift without warning. Yet the team refuses to back down. The excavation reaches depths no previous expedition has ever achieved. They are now deeper than anyone before them, surrounded by the weight of history. Rick can almost sense it, the object they've been searching for over centuries, just beneath their feet. The structure below is intentional, clearly man-made. Wood, stone, possibly both. He studies every angle, every surface, refusing to jump to conclusions. The scanners flicker, revealing outlines, edges, and repeating patterns. A wall? A container? A chamber? Rick waits for undeniable proof. Heavy machinery gives way to hand tools. Shovels replace machines. Brushes replace picks. Inch by inch, the team exposes a solid surface beneath layers of soil. It feels hollow, layered, unlike anything they've encountered before. Every sound, every scrape becomes another heartbeat in the long story of Oak Island. Days blur into nights. Dust hangs thick in the air, mixed with diesel fumes, sweat, and damp earth. The machines roar like living creatures, grinding through centuries of history. And yet, every pause is deliberate. Scanning, testing, measuring, nothing is rushed. Every artifact could unlock the next revelation. Soon, the discoveries begin to speak for themselves. Coins bearing unusual markings hint at trade routes and connections far older than anyone imagined. Wooden boards shaped into ramps or braces suggest sophisticated construction, far too intentional to be random. Iron tools and chains point to heavy labor, possibly used to secure something massive. Each find adds another piece to the puzzle, slowly revealing the outline of a hidden chamber. Reinforced, purposefully buried, almost certainly protected by traps. Rick's heart races as the implications sink in. This isn't just treasure. It's a message from the past. Whoever built this place knew how to protect it, how to hide it, and how to challenge anyone who came after. With Parker's powerful machinery, the team peels back centuries of secrecy layer by layer. The money pit area becomes a mechanical ballet. Massive excavators lift tons of earth. Drills bore through rock. Conveyor belts carry debris away in endless streams. Despite the chaos, the team moves with surgical precision. Every artifact is photographed, scanned, and cataloged. Every new clue links the past to the present. Then the ground reacts. Small shifts grow into subtle tremors. Hollow echoes rise from below. Rick and the team pause, fully alert. The soil seems alive, resisting their intrusion. But with careful stabilization and strategic excavation, they continue. And then it appears. Stone emerges from the bucket, cut clean, deliberate, far too precise to be natural. Alongside it come timber beams, darkened with age and etched with markings, standing like pillars holding the earth in place. At last, the signs are unmistakable. Something monumental lies beneath Oak Island, and they are closer than ever before. Rick gently brushes away the dirt, his hands unsteady with anticipation. The walls of the hidden structure are solid and deliberate, built to withstand centuries of pressure, moisture, and decay. As the discoveries pile up, coins, chests, metal fragments, and carved wooden pieces, a clear picture begins to emerge. This is a chamber concealed deep beneath Oak Island, carefully engineered with purpose and remarkable skill. In that moment, Rick understands that every earlier dig, every failed attempt, and every unanswered question led to this point. With the right machines, the right team, and the right timing, the island is finally revealing its voice. Together, Rick and Parker have changed the rules. Treasure hunting is no longer limited by hand tools or human strength. Oak Island's secrets are being uncovered one powerful mechanical scoop at a time. Still, the island never gives up easily. The ground shifts. The walls strain. Every step forward demands patience and precision. Each move must be deliberate and calculated. This is no ordinary excavation. It's a conversation with history itself. Every artifact recovered, every coin cleaned, every timber carefully documented, tells a story that has waited centuries to be heard. Rick knows this discovery is only the beginning. Oak Island has far more to reveal, and the team is ready, alert, determined, and listening. Now the question turns to you. Was bringing in Parker's heavy machinery the breakthrough that made all this possible? Or was it an enormous risk? Could Oak Island secrets have been uncovered any other way? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single discovery as the legend of Oak Island finally begins to awaken. Please subscribe to the Timefold channel and don't forget to like the video.